Well, just recently, Earl Thomas from the Ravens was held at gunpoint by his wife over cheating allegations.
Whoa!
She apparently tracked his location using Snapchat, and she showed up at some house he was at, I guess with his brother, and there was like some girl or whatever, and she pulled out a gun and put it to his head in an effort to scare him.
Let's rewind a little bit. How do you track a motherfucker using Snapchat? That's number one.
I don't have Snapchat, so I don't know, but I guess
I don't
maybe
either, but I just want to know.
Right, I guess, well, for example, I think it's similar to like Instagram. When you post, you could have your location, right?
Oh, got you. Okay, right.
Right, so it might just show up if you're like at the...
you over here, motherfucker?
Yeah, you're at the Sleazy 8 Motel. It might show up as the Sleazy 8 Motel,
now,
like
usually,
at the top there.
Like on IG and all that, you got to put your shit, though. Like, you got to say where you're at. You know what I mean?
So maybe that was a setting he had on Snapchat. Yeah, maybe there's an automatic setting that you could just set it automatically because you're not really thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we need to give free game to the fellas out here. Turn your location services off, fellas.
Right.
Or else you're gonna have a gun to your motherfucking head if you're not careful.
All right, so she went and got a couple of her girlfriends, I guess, and and showed up.
Wait, they was who riding?
Yeah.
They did a who ride?
They did a who ride, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Imagine that phone call. Hey, girl, me, you, and Judy about to go get this pistol and confront my husband.
Come get me, bitch. That's how they be. Come get me, bitch. I'm with the shits. Come get me, bitch. Bang.
Yeah,
put on her fucking. And now you got an excuse to wear a mask. Okay, they all go there masked up.
Yeah,
ride.
And he made a video basically trying to, do some damage control. Said, this happens in a lot of houses, a lot of families. This is just some regular family stuff. You guys are gonna make a big deal out of it, but it's not a big deal. And it's like, no, once the pistol was involved, it was a big deal.
Yeah, kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I guess they're back together, and she got him like a nice chain for his birthday. Yeah, well,
with a microchip inside that motherfucker.
It's a tracking device.
Hell yeah, it is. He's so dumb. Oh, this is beautiful, baby. Thank you. He got this shit on while he go see his other girl. She just keep popping up and shit. How the fuck you keep finding me?
Well, just recently there was the whole situation with NBA Youngboy and Floyd Mayweather's daughter.
Right, she stabbed
Remember when
broad.
She showed up and stabbed his baby mother.
I heard. That's crazy.
Yeah. And he's still together with her. I guess he bailed her out and they were together that same night.
Right.
Remember he called
with another rapper. You talking about my baby mama? You didn't see that? He was yelling and screaming at some other rapper. You's a fuck nigga and all this crazy shit. And who you talking about? Her right here? Her right here? And he brought her on the. You didn't see that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, I saw it. No, when he called Floyd Mayweather her bitch ass daddy.
Right. I ain't want. And she just sat there for that too. I was like, hang on. Did he say bitch ass daddy?
Yeah,
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah. If they get married, Thanksgiving is going to be awkward. Let me tell you. Because think about it. You might have to see this man face to face, and that's the greatest boxer of all time.
And you called him bitch ass daddy.
He will punch you before you even know you got punched.
Word.
You get hit with a 3-piece. Looking at his necklace. I mean, all right, but the amount of drama that goes on with NBA Youngboy, I mean, people have compared him to Tupac in terms of just the level of drama. And the fan base. He has a very big fan base. He's been like #1 on YouTube for like a year.
Okay.
But the amount of craziness that goes on. And how do you stay with someone who stabbed your baby mother? How about that? That's still the mother of your child.
Yeah, but a lot of dudes be having hatred for their baby moms. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times the baby mother turns into the op. You know what I mean? In their eyes. Like, you know what I mean? So for some people, they probably wish they could have stabbed their own baby mama. And the fact that somebody did it for them is almost a fucking blessing. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, unless you got love for your baby mama, then, I can't be with you after you did that. That's the mother of my child. You can't be stabbing her like that.
Well, last I checked, she was facing like life in prison over that shit. Or something really, really serious. Now, granted, I'm sure Floyd will come in and use all his money to try to keep his baby out of prison, but sometimes all the money in the world will not save you from some prison time.
First of all, you Floyd Mayweather's baby. You couldn't just two-piece this girl? Like, he ain't teach you no blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, elbows in and all of that? Like, you just stabbing broads out here? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, she's actually, I looked it up, she's facing 99 years.
Woo!
99 years.
Now, wouldn't that be a shame, though, if with all that money, he can't really save her from that? You see what I'm saying? Like, because like you said, there's certain shit that, you know what I mean? It don't matter. Like, you can't necessarily get off on that, like, just because you got mad money, like, you know, so.
Right. I mean, Phil Spector's in prison right now. He had all the money in the world. He was the one that, he was producing the Beatles, and, you know, he had some of the biggest anthems of his day.
Yeah, Bill Cosby's in jail right now.
Bill Cosby's in jail right now. Sometimes all the money in the world just does not matter when it comes to a court of law. It's you with those 12 people and that judge.
And it's like, I feel like that just should go to show that money ain't really what you think it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the be-all, end-all. It's not the cure-all. You know what I mean? Like, that you think it is.
Yeah, I mean, I actually looked it up. She went and hired Jay Prince's lawyer. You know, who's done a pretty good job. I've never heard of Jay Prince going to prison. So.
But you never heard of him stabbing nobody, have you?
Not stabbing, but I've heard some interesting rumors about Jay Prince that I will not mention on camera because I'm trying to keep a good relationship over there. Jay Prince.
Well, here's the thing. She got arrested for doing that, right?
Yeah.
So if the brother allegedly did anything, he ain't get arrested for that now, did he?
No, I know he was investigated at some point, but he never did any prison time.
Well, there you go.
He's good. And actually,
somebody's moving smarter than somebody else.
Back in the day, Jay Prince used to manage Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, word? Okay.
Yeah, way back in the day. Yeah. Early in Floyd's career. And there's some interesting stories about that too that I'm not going to say on camera. But, yeah, we'll see what happens, man. Facing 99 years is pretty fucking serious. Where was she arrested? Houston, Texas. Well, that's not
why
exactly.
She got the Jay Prince lawyer because it's a Texas lawyer.
There you go. Texas lawyer. This is all coming together. So she was arrested in Houston, Texas. Well, that is not the nicest of states when it comes to shit like this.
You know what they say, Texas don't play.
Yeah. Texas does not play.
Don't play.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Hopefully she gets probation and she learns her lesson, and that's the end of that. But yeah, crazy ass situation.
How do you go from, though, being offered 99 years to getting probation? Like, that just seems like that's too much ground to cover. You see what I'm saying? I could feel like shrinking that 99 years to maybe, you know, if she was lucky, if she got 10, you'd almost seem like that would be lucky. But I don't know.
Well, yeah, because you could have a lawyer and you could have a bunch of stuff, but at the end of the day, the victim sounds like she made a statement to the police. So that statement is now part of the case. She can come back and say, oh, well, I lied about that statement, at which point they could say, well, then now you're up on perjury charges if you want to go ahead and do that. And you might do some prison time. I know damn well that Youngboy's baby mother ain't going to go to prison for a bitch that stabbed her. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen. So the statement is there. So they don't even need her to be a witness at this point. They could basically say, here's the statement, here's the pictures, and she could say she didn't do it. So what? The girl stabbed herself? Is that what you're gonna say? NBA Youngboy stabbed her? That's not gonna happen either. So there you go. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I could stay with someone who did a stabbing. I think that would be the end of that relationship for me. That'd be like, all right.
Because you could be the next one up, right?
Right. Imagine sleeping at night. Imagine going to sleep with that woman at night. I mean, do you clear all the knives out of the house
After
first?
After an argument, too. And you're just not sure.
Yep.